Oh wait, no, it's X-Force. Shit.
Hello.
You called it the fuck up there. Go on, go on.
Hello and welcome back to the Dragon King Entertainment channel, where we try to watch shows and do really shit podcasts on them. Where today we are hopefully not going to do suicides ourselves, but we are watching Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay.
That's right, Alex. The animated feature from 2018.
Yep. My name is Geeky Bear, and I am joined, obviously, from the channel person himself, Dragon King.
Aye.
I'm pointing over this way, and it's probably that
Oh
side
no, you are
instead.
right. You are bang on correct there.
Oh, okay.
You're doing well today.
I know.
You got the name Pete right, and you got the position of me where I am on the video right.
I'm omnipresent today.
You're very spot on today.
Yeah.
Well done. But yes, Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay. The introduction of the squad into the DC animated universe.
Yep.
Obviously, not the first Suicide Squad animated feature. The other one was the Assault on Arkham, part of the Arkhamverse one. But this is obviously the first one in this connected universe, which obviously we've already been covering since Flashpoint, which is a big, hint in here because this is heavily connected to Flashpoint.
Flashpoint.
Because of Zoom. Because obviously we get Zoom versus the Squad versus Vandal Savage.
Yeah.
And it's like it's all like three different teams colliding.
Yeah. It's the triangle of triangles.
The triangle of bad guys.
Yeah. That too.
Because that's all this movie is. There's only really one hero in this movie, and he's an idiot. And he's an ex-hero because he got kicked out for basically taking 2 dates to the secret sanctorium and then basically getting screwed over.
No. Let's say it properly. He took 2 lesbians, thinking that they were interested in him, where they're lesbians. So why would I want to touch his ginormous hulking package?
You're right. He did enjoy that scene. When that scene came on, Hayden was like, "There's Alex enjoying this dance."
When I saw it, I was just like, "Okay, let's watch this a bit more."
But yeah, obviously, Dr. Fate is the only real hero in this movie, and he's not really technically in the movie because it's part of like a flashback sequence to when he's Dr. Fate. But obviously, the guy got kicked out for basically losing the get out of hell
card,
get out of hell free card.
Yeah.
So now he's a stripper trying to earn some money while also being incognito by being in plain sight.
Yep.
Which doesn't work at all.
Nope.
Because he gets found by every single person. Because that tramp stamp he's got.
Yep.
But yeah, this is more obviously villain focused than ever. Which is cool. Obviously, let's say you got the team, Zoom's team, which obviously is Zoom, Silver Banshee, whatever that big guy is.
I was gonna say and Smasher, but it wasn't, was it? It's I don't know.
I don't know who he is. He's just some giant, big hulking guy.
Yeah, Hulk. Knockoff Hulk.
Yeah, and obviously then you also got Vandal Savage's team, which is him, obviously his daughter.
Yeah,
and
the someone giant lady from Doomsday.
Yeah, something linked towards the Amazons and whatnot for the fact of it was very Amazonian and also very apocalypse sort of situation.
Oh, that was it, apocalypse. Yeah.
And then obviously you actually have the squad. Well, you have 2 versions of squad. So you have the intro squad.
Which is you got the first one, and then you got the after one.
Yeah, you got Deadshot, Vertigo, Punch and Julie, and Black Manta.
Oh, I didn't actually realise who they were.
Yeah, they refer to as Julie.
Yeah.
Which is, and he's Punch, and they can refer to him as Punch and Julie.
And
obviously that squad kind of gets fucked very quickly because betrayal. So obviously Vertigo's gone. Obviously Punch is gone. Julie's gone.
Yeah.
Black Manta's not. I don't know where he's gone after that. He just disappears.
I was gonna say I completely forgot about Black Manta.
We haven't seen him since the Aquaman movie.
Yeah,
He comes
obviously.
in with the ship, drops him off, and then just vanishes.
Yeah,
And obviously, other than him, obviously Deadshot's the only other one, the actual one that walks out because he's the one who's actually in charge,
yeah.
and he's the one who's
I
now got to lead.
prefer I prefer this Deadshot compared to the live action Deadshot.
It's a different take on him.
Yeah, I definitely prefer this take on him. It's just more. I don't know. It's yeah.
So I like the design of this Deadshot. I like his helmet. I like he just clicks a
Mm,
button and it forms a helmet, like a metal helmet, rather than just putting a mask on. So
yeah.
obviously,
Obviously, it's a bit harder live action
yeah,
wise.
obviously with the live action one, it's more grounded with Deadshot in that sense,
Yeah,
whereas this one's more fits within this universe perfectly.
yeah,
And obviously, as I say, he's the leader going into the next team, which obviously then includes Harley. Obviously,
yeah.
someone who Hayden kept laughing at constantly because she's hilarious
Chris,
in this and this.
you get Crystal Frost.
Yeah, he's basically Killer Frost near enough.
Yeah.
Um,
I wonder if that's going to be who Caitlyn turns into in the Flash
so
DC show.
they never actually refer to it as Killer Frost. They just refer to it as
No,
Crystal
just
Frost.
Frost.
Crystal or Frost, as you say.
Yeah.
Obviously, you also have Copperhead, which
Yep.
is obviously the snake guy.
And you
Bronze
got
Tiger,
Bronze Tiger.
which is someone who I'm a big fan of in terms of character.
Mm.
And then you've also got Boomerang, again another
Yep.
big fan of here. It's actually a decent squad. Obviously,
No, definitely.
Copperhead's the only one that's like an outsider. It's like I don't really know too much about that character, but I think it's quite a cool concept. I mean, he's like
Yeah.
bioengineered himself to make himself more mechanical, but at the same time more snake-like. So I do find that pretty cool. And I do feel sorry for him in the end.
Yeah.
He kind of gets fucked over heavily. But yeah, obviously it's a pretty decent squad, and it's interesting as well because obviously every squad we've had so far in terms of live action and
Yeah.
animated, even early on, even if they kill that person straight away, there's always some sort of big hulking-like creature with them. So the live action had Killer Croc. Yeah, I know he wasn't a giant one, but that character itself's meant to be quite big.
Yeah. Then you have
King Shark in
yeah.
the Suicide Squad, and also King Shark is present within Kill the Justice League. That's the game that's coming out. I saw the trailer for that recently, so it's in my head still. Obviously he was part of the Sword and Arkham one before he got his head blown
Yeah.
off. So obviously they always go for some sort of like muscle to help with the combat and the meta powers.
Whereas
But
this
this
one didn't really
doesn't.
have one, did they?
Obviously, Copperhead's probably the closest to some sort of
Yeah.
monstrous like behemoth, but he's still not really because he's
No.
always pictured as this more agile, something that they
Yeah.
can utilize for espionage purposes, for the fact that he goes through vents and whatnot.
He can like fit into anything, really, can't he?
Exactly. So it's a
Just
bit.
with the arm movements, then.
So obviously,
But
if you
yeah.
don't, yeah. So obviously, he's the outside one in terms of obviously ones that we probably enjoy, but he's actually
Yeah.
pretty decent.
Mm.
Um,
I like that he just scares everyone.
yeah,
Just like on purpose. It's like
yeah, and as me and Hayden pointed out, they're kind of driving Grandpa Max's RV from Ben 10 throughout the film,
yeah.
which is also ironic because the scene with Copperhead when obviously he's by the window and that kid's like, bleh, and he just looks at him and he looks. I love that bit. Like he looks around, and he's like, "Is anyone watching? Fuck it." Bleh. And when he does that, obviously in the RV as well, we were both like, "Wait," we both remember that happened in Ben 10 as well.
Yeah.
The exact same sort of joke, and it's like,
So he
wow,
turns into what is it?
Stinkfly.
Stingfly.
Wow, he got it as well. He actually beat me too, because obviously I know there's a slight delay with me getting to him, and he's beat me to. Well done. We all loot Stinkfly.
Yeah. I
Wow.
was gonna say forearms originally, and I was like, no, it's not
Which
forearms.
is
It was
ironic because
Stingfly.
he does reference turning into forearms in that scene.
Yeah.
You're on the ball today, son.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
You're on the ball today. I'm
I'm
saying that
tired.
you do love balls, yes.
I do love balls, yeah.
But yeah, obviously, this obviously dates all the way back to the Flashpoint for the fact that Obviously,
Professor Zoom
Professor
or
Zoom's
Zoom or
back, and
Professor Flash.
obviously he's running and he can't actually get up to speed. Obviously, when I was watching it, obviously Hayden's like, "Why is he not running that quick? He's very slow." And I'm like, "You have to wait and see." And obviously at the end, when he confronts Deadshot, obviously he removes his mask to reveal the big bullet hole, and actually does the flashbacks to Flashpoint when he got shot by Batman. I just think it's a different voice actor. That's all. Which is classic DC animated. One and out. You want an out.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Flashpoint was probably obviously one of the biggest DC animated ones there was. So obviously, they had to get as many big names as possible. So obviously, this probably just went for more of a usual animated voice actor or something. I don't know who voiced him, but obviously, this predates back to that, and it's pretty cool that they've gone back to Flashpoint.
Yeah.
And been like, okay, so Zoom did die, but didn't, and he's after this get out of hell free card because this is his only way to save himself.
Yeah.
And
I wonder why they want to go to heaven. What? I haven't seen any depictions of heaven in DC. Like, obviously, we've seen hell, due to Constantine and that kind of stuff relates to him. So I wonder what's so great about heaven in DC.
maybe it's just like your fantasies come to life. Maybe it's him beating the Flash over and over again. That's why you'd want to go there. Whereas hell, it's the Flash beating him over and over again.
Or it could be him becoming the Flash because that's what he wanted in the original. Was he wanted to be Flash?
So they did that in the Flash series, didn't they?
Yeah.
The Armageddon crossover. That one part. It was the way around, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice that they've gone back to one of our favorite ones and continuing that story by branching it into this, because obviously that just reset the timeline, so none of that actually affected this timeline. It's just reset it to like a new world. And it's not really till the end movie that it really kind of delves into wanting to deal with that again. So it's nice that they actually give you this little hint of stuff from that is actually still present here. In this case, obviously, Zoom. So it's nice.
It's just like, oh, your camera froze.
Oh, in like a really funky position as well. Monkey.
Where did we get to anyway?
Talking about Zoom. I'm just going to leave it on Discord screen. Hopefully it's not frozen on OBS. But yeah, obviously it's nice that they've gone back to deal with more of that and the aftermath of it before we get to the end point, which is very close because we're not too far out from the end point.
I can't remember the end of this universe, so it's going to be interesting. Like, once I watch a movie, I usually forget about it. So especially movies from when I watched it ages ago, I can't remember shit. There's certain parts that just when I'm rewatching it, I'm just like, oh shit, I remember this, or yeah, but yeah. Also, it's really cold.
It's frost in there.
Damn it, Crystal Frost.
Just watch out, Harley might bat your head off.
Yeah. I talked about Harley. I think she was pretty good. She wasn't as good as I was expecting her to be, but she was still
very funny.
Quite
Harley
up there for Harley. Oh, definitely.
Very humorous, very over the top humor, which works.
Yeah.
I got Hayden smiling at me because she loves Harley.
But obviously.
And I swear I can hear her say chicken nuggies. Because that's the whole thing in this. They're not called chicken nuggets, they're called chicken nuggies.
Yeah. It's kind of ironic because that's what I call them as well. I call them chicken nuggies.
But yeah. So I feel like every character pretty much works in this movie.
Oh, definitely.
I think the action's top notch.
It's good with their clashing, but it's not really clashing, it's like they're mending together.
Like a lot of them actually do, it's not the case of they hate each other from the get-go, because a lot of these have already worked together, so it's the case of they've already done this. It's just the clashing with Bronze more than anything. His ideals are different to them.
How he doesn't kill.
And obviously Frost as well. They're the only two that are really the clashing ones.
The outside ones, aren't they?
Obviously, Boomer,
to be honest.
Deadshot and Harley have worked together before, so they work fine. Obviously, Cophead doesn't really say too much, so he just stays out of it.
Although he does try to do his own thing during the strip club.
Apart from that, he just kept himself.
And Bronze Tiger keeps him in line
by kicking his ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, obviously he keeps himself. But yeah, this film nails the characters. nails the action. It has a lot of gore, which it needs to. It's Suicide Squad. It needs to have some brutal moments, which it does.
Yeah.
I mean, the get-go with the head explosion, that's like, whoa.
Oh yeah, it just like
Bop,
booms up and
bang.
then you get the gunshot through Zoom's head.
Yeah,
at the end, which you see a bit of brain.
and which obviously there's is obviously from the flashback to Flashpoint.
Yeah.
And obviously you get the fucking gunning zoom down in general, as fucking blown to pieces. The 1,000 cuts on Tiger, like it nails the brutalness of Suicide Squad perfectly. And it does it to an extent where it's not going to get the 18. It also get the 15 rating like the actual films did. So it's obviously still available to a bit of a wider audience. So yes, they could have gone a bit further, but I'm happy they didn't because it works in this universe. I feel like if it went for the 18, it wouldn't fit in this universe properly. Because the highest rating this universe had is a 15. So it kind of, no. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it would have worked if it was an 18.
Nah. Not in terms of the universe fitting together properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, I said everything about this film is spot on. I forgot how good this film actually was. Like like with you, like for certain films, if I watched it once, I might just forget a bit about it and not really remember that much. Like I forgot Dr. Fate was in it till like a month ago, and I was like, oh wait, Dr. Fate's in the strip club scene. So I completely forgot about that. So obviously I didn't remember too much about this film. I was like, oh, I remember it being okay. I don't remember it being amazing, but watching it back, I'm like, actually, this film's pretty good. I actually really enjoyed this film, and it's definitely up there with some of them.
It's got that comic relief, which I like. I like comic relief.
Exactly.
I'm not much of a gory person, but it kind of like equals out.
Exactly. Anything else you can think of?
Dr. Fate's bulge, man. Like how massive! Like they really made it so. It was like unrealistic, like how big it was. Obviously, it was a cartoon, but you know.
This is how I thought my morning was gonna go. You talking about Dr. Fate's bulge? I mean, that shot of him is pretty funny when he's Dr. Fate and he explained everything. He's just got his arms behind his back like he's all, oh yeah. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. I kind of hope that they bring him back in more ways than one. But yeah.
Yeah, this is him out.
Oh,
this is a lot of characters out. You know, Vandal Savage. Zoom. Most of the squad. But yeah.
Home run.
But yeah, obviously we get Vandal Savage in this.
Yeah.
And as usual, is his mortal killing machine, but obviously he's got a bit more weaker side to him this time around because he's actually scared of death.
Quickly.
He's actually scared of death.
Yeah. I think he did die a bit way too fast.
But plus as well, we also get the return of Professor Pig. We haven't seen him since Batman vs. Robin. He was at the start.
He was in that film.
He was at the start. Was he in that one? He's in one of them, correctly.
You're assuming I remember.
I swear he was in one of the Batman ones. Or am I getting confused with the other guy? Because there was one who was a bit weird like him. The one that Robin killed, but Robin didn't kill. I might be getting confused with that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, other than that, we also have Two-Face for a little cameo. He's trying to be One-Face.
Yeah.
But yeah. Can you think of anything else?
No.
I think we basically covered all the grounds.
I think so.
Do you rate this Mamma Jamma?
Sure.
Right. I wish this film was a 10 out of 10. I mean, I wish we did it out of 10s because then we could just give it X. Because they use X a lot in this movie. Like the zoo, obviously the across the chest is an X. When the one character dies, the explosive mark on the back's an X. A lot of X's in this movie. It's because they're Task Force X.
But someone decided that they wanted to do it out of 5 to keep it different.
I might change that eventually.
Please do, because it really limits this to how much.
Not really. It still works the same. It's just.
I feel limited.
Are we going to the points, or were we not going to the points in this?
It's up to you.
Because I can't
It's
remember.
up to you.
I know we did. Dragon Prince, we kept it normal. It was this one thing. We kept it to the points. We could actually give it like specific point something. It was just Dragon Prince. We just kept it old school because we'd already started with that. Fuck it. I'm gonna give this film 4.8 out of 5. I think it's really good. Really solid. And it's very close. It's just obviously
Just little bits, isn't there? That just could be a bit better.
Like I said, I feel like they could have maybe done some more with Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
Rather than just a bit of a little bit cameo and used kind of as a joke.
Massive package.
I say some of the villains were killed off a bit too easy. Vandal Savage down too easy. I mean, the henchmen, obviously for Zoom, were pretty much killed quite quickly by Frost. It's a simple dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.6 out of 5. I was gonna say out of 6 then. It's helped massively by Dr. Fate's package, but also Harley's wit and comedic part, and how that they all meld together with the comedical parts of the movie. So yeah, and I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It was like even if it's just a standalone film,
it works. You watch it. It's pretty good.
I mean, you won't understand the part with Zoom.
Yeah, with the Flashpoint stuff.
But other than that, you still get it.
I mean, they kind of explain it, so I feel like you can get away with it because you just explain it in another universe, in another time. I was killed by Batman, so he just explained that, so that it technically could still work as a standalone feature.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it then.
Okay.
I think we're
back. I'm getting confused with our with the Hayden ones, and I was gonna say, now who's MVP?
That's the chat gave. Wrong one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's because we did fucking like 2 last week, so it's just fucking
You've confused me.
But yeah, obviously that's it. Obviously we'll be back in January. For I believe it's the duology then, so it's the Death of Superman next. So it's the Superman solo films next. We'll also be back, I think, mid to late Jan for Raft. So obviously we took a little break.
Yeah.
So we're back, I think, about middle of the month onwards. So there is that. Obviously, you could still check out all our other DC animated reviews up to this point, because we're quite far into it now. We're very close to the end. Plus all for the past 2 months, we've just put an extra one out. We've got Dragon Prince and its other series. And, before this, we've also got the Christmas one.
Yeah.
You can also check out Alex on his own channel. And
check out my Twitch as well, because that's where I seem to be a lot.
That's where he's heavily. So you still got your old videos on your channel you can still check out.
Yeah. I'm tempted, because I've been playing Overwatch a lot. I'm just tempted to just put all my highlights on my channel.
I'd do that. Just do like a highlight mash of it all.
Yeah.
The best
bits.
I've
put loads.
That'd be pretty good. I'd watch you. That's what I'd do. Okay, so if that is that, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll hopefully see you next time.
See ya.
If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And, well, I'll see you on the next video.